Welcome to RGL number 1121. This is going to be our 2-box Skybox metal serial number style break. The way this break is going to work, we're going to randomize both lists, and that will assign you a random number. Serial number takes precedent over card number, so if a card is serial numbered 7 out of 99, it goes to the 7 spot, even if the card number is card number 9. If there is no serial number present, it will go to the card number. So if it's card number 9, it goes to the 9 spot. Serial number always takes first precedent over card number. I cannot stress that enough. If it does not have a serial number or a card number, it will go to a random. All right, Edgar on top, Fred on bottom. Paste everybody on in, roll the dice. Dice roll is going to be 4 times on the names, 4 times on the numbers. And good luck. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Simon H on top, Edgar P on bottom. Paste y'all right there to see where you landed. Your number 0 on top, 9 on bottom. 4 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 on top, 1 on bottom. All right, Simon H with 3, Mitchell B with 2, Daryl with 5, Anthony P with 7, Heath J with 8, Davis S with 6, Fred, you've got 9, Lee with 4, Keith with 0, and Edgar with 1. If you guys want to trade, I will give you a second or two. Otherwise, we are going to get started in just a second. Final break of the night. Thank you for hanging out so late with us. Appreciate it. We have Sunday football coming on up. We'll be hanging out with Schulte's card pools later on in the night. He's got some 4 football breaks currently posted if you want to get into football at the end of the night. All right, my first time opening this product, I feel like we're going to see a pretty nice PMG. I don't know why. I just feel like we are. Let's hop on in. I don't know why, I just feel like a PMG is coming. I do need to swap out the battery really quick in this camera. Tiger PMG would be awesome. How about a Waj PMG? All right, box 1 coming up. David wants to buy a spot if anybody's selling. Buying the 1 spot, David says. David wants that 101. I don't know how much a 1 spot would be worth. This was a $125 per spot break. All right, let's get into it. Good luck. Final break of the night. We've got Allen Iverson going to the 10 spot. That is going to be Sahith Thigala to the 2 spot. Jalen Johnson to the 4 spot. That is Carlos Allison. That is going to be numbered to the 4 spot. Auto is going to be Molly McGrath to the 6. Unless there's a serial number present. No serial number on that one. Molly McGrath. Going to the 6. That is Davis. Davis S. Jaden Springer to the 2. And Susan Tedeschi to the 2 as well. Woo Yu for the 6. Tim Grover for the 3. Metalized for the 0. That is Jonathan Kaminga. Going to 0. And Keith. Jalen Waddle on the Fresh Foundation. Gonna go to the 7. That is gonna be a Metal Universe Blast Furnace. I don't think I've seen one of these. Jonathan Kuminga on the blast furnace to the 9 spot. That is Fred. I don't think I've seen a blast furnace. Let me know if these are super rare for anybody super familiar with the product. Kuminga on the blast furnace for the 9. Metalized of Giannis for the, or of Kuminga as well for the 0. I love it. We have 2 Kumingas and they go to 2 different people. Coco Gauff for the 1. And then Scott Evet for the 2. Not rare. Shout out Min. What's going on, Min? Matt Savoy for the 0. Jason Isbell, one of my favorite musicians, for the 1. Metalized of Naomi Osaka for the 5. Sky Brown is going to be on the Skybox Premium for the 6. Usually 1 to 2 a box. Got it. Roberto Campos for the 1. Or for the 2, excuse me. Mac Jones for the 0. And Waj for the 4. Grab some penny sleeves and we should be good to go for the rest of the break. So we're looking for a retro, what's our goal? Retro PMG green Michael Jordan or Tiger. The retro PMG is what we want, right, Min? That's like the monster. Chloe Kim for the 3. Stan Smith for the 6. Fresh Foundation, that's Mojave King. That one does go to the 1. Trey Lance on the metalized, that is going to the 5. Naomi Osaka, that is going to go to the 7. Francesco Molinari going to the 7, and Danny Willett going to the 5. Retro's a big one, got it. Gotcha. Makes sense. Should I be top loading up like all the metalized and all the inserts and things like that? Those typically worth like a few bucks each. John Taffer for the 8. Shane Wright for the 0. Jalen Green for the 0. Fresh Foundation of Chloe Kim. That one is going to be numbered going to the 7. LeBron James on the Metal Universe. That is, what is that? Retro? Is that a retro? Going to the 0 on the LeBron. Tom Lovelady for the 4. Sarah Pavin for the 8. Is that a retro right there on the Skybox Metal Universe? LeBron James. Going to the 0 on that one. Feel free to come out 9s. I got you. Scotty Lewis for the 7. Carlos Colmenares for the 9. Metalized of Trevor Lawrence. That's going to the 0. Reaching for the stars, Corey Kispert. It's been a Wizards kind of night. That one's going to go to the 9 on the die cut. Reaching for the stars. Metalized was right there. We have Troy Mullins for the 8. Jean Montero for the 7. And Dot Richardson for the 8. Vincent Zhu for the 2. Wayne Gretzky for the 5. Fresh Foundations of Mac Jones. That is going to be for the 7. Metalized of Najee Harris. Going to the 3. Zach Wilson going to be on the Blast Furnace. Going to go to the 9. That's Fred. Toby Miller for the 9. And Tommy Caldwell for the 3. Jonathan Kuminga for the 9. Azaha Munoz for the 8. Michael Jordan for the 1. What's funny is he's wearing a Scottie Pippen Ameritech jersey, and now Scottie doesn't like him. Fresh Foundation, Moses Moody going to the 3. Teofimo Lopez going to the 3. Moses Moody to the 9. And Tiger Woods to the 0. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this product? Are you guys a fan? I wanted to bring it back because the price has gotten to a price point where I think it's worth it to rip. There's definitely some value. Definitely a very high ceiling on a box like this. Kispert going to the 8 or the 6. Carlos Alosin for the 4. Metalized of Teofimo Lopez for the 7. Fresh Foundation of Gene Montero going to the 2. Adley Rushman going to the 1 spot. That is on the Weld Arc. Arc Weld, excuse me, on the Arc Weld. Colin Morikawa on the 1, and then Jonah. I'm not even going to try that last name. Yeah, to the 8. Jonah to the 8. I'll just say that. Kangushi for the 9. Trey Lance for the 5. Metalized of Rod Gerard for the 6. We have a retro. That is Shane Wright going to the 3. I like the golf cards and variety. I do like the variety, for sure. That is going to be Lexi Thompson for the 7, Adley for the 7, and Tatiana Weston Webb for the 6. Zach Wilson for the 5. See something in here. We have BJ Boston for the 1. Fresh Foundation of Jalen Green going to the 1. I don't know what this is. Let's save it. Tony Finau for the 1. Justin Fields for the 5. Ben Simmons, the fraud himself. Gonna be number 22 of 100. That goes to the 2. Mitchell B. Street Clothes Ben Simmons. I can't think of a worse card. Street Clothes Ben. Matthew Wolf for the 1. That is Michaela Schifrin for the 5. Pat Perez for the 4. Fresh Foundations of Carlos Colmenares going to the 9. LeBron James on the Blast Furnace going to the 4. 4 is Lee. Street Clothes Ben is appropriate for him. Agreed. Nice. Nice. LeBron James going to the 4. Zexjian Dio and LeBron James going to the 0. Sarah Winter going to the 6. Colby Stevenson to the 9. Metalized of Trey Sermon for the 2. Fresh Foundation Roberto Campos going to the 9. BJ Boston going to the 7. Sabrina Ionscu going to the 7. And Ryan Whitney going to the 6. Any good cards in the Hoops 15-16 pack? That would be Joker rookie year. Joker would be your top, would be the guy that you're most looking for. A couple packs left here in box numero 1. Willman Diaz for the 4 spot. Elliott Sloan for the 7. Metalized of Byron Laura to the 9. Intimidation Nation, that is Jalen Waddle. Going to the 2 on the Intimidation Nation. Olivia Taylor Dudley for the 6. Kyle Pitts for the 8. And Byron Laura for the 5. Final pack here, box 1. Derek Trucks for the 4 spot. Rob Pennell for the 2. Fresh Foundation Shane Wright going to be for the 6. Metalized of BJ Boston going to the 8. Ken Griffey Jr. on the retro going to the 1 spot. That is Edgar. Very young looking Ken Griffey Jr., I might add. Griffey on the 1. Scotty Barnes on the 6. And Ben Simmons going to the 0 spot. It's appropriate for him. Provides 0 value to his teams. Final box of the night right here. Can we end with that? That's what we want right there. That is what we want right there. That exact card. I want the card on the box to end the night. It's not too much to ask for, right? Just a card on the box. It's never too much to ask for. Alright, good luck, y'all. I hope somebody hits a monster here. I hope we can end with a monster. That card doesn't ship. Everything ships. Ken Gushy for the 9. Trey Lance for the 5. Fresh Foundation of Scotty Lewis for the 6. Sky Brown on the metallized going to the 1. There is our PMG right there, and that is Trevor Lawrence. T-Law on the metallized PMG. 66 of 75. That is going to the 6th spot. 6th spot is Davis S. On the metallized PMG. That is a pink PMG. I thought it was a Hansen card for a minute. Oh my gosh. Stop. Will you stop? Are PMGs in blasters? They are not. PMGs are hobby only. PMG of Trevor Lawrence on the metallized. We'll see if we have another PMG in here. Hopefully. PMG of T-Law going to 6. Congrats, Davis. My first time ever pulling a PMG. Last sold for $500. Lemon Hammer says. What's in blasters? Base inserts. I don't know if numbered or autos are in blasters or not, but PMGs are not in. Last sold for $500. That's a nice hit. Lexi Thompson going to the 7 and Adley for the 7 as well. Alright, let's see if we have one more PMG. Come on, now let's get greedy. One retro PMG, please. Zach Wilson for the 5. BJ Boston for the 1. Isaiah Todd on the Fresh Foundation going to the 8. Intimidation Nation, Scotty Barnes going to the 3. That is Simon H. On the Intimidation Nation. Tatiana Weston Webb for the 6. Tony Fanu for the 1. And Justin Fields for the 5. Matthew Wolf for the 1. Michaela Schifrin for the 5. Metallized to the 4 spot. That is Mojave King. Fresh Foundations Ansu Fati. That one is going to the 3. Skybox Premium of Tony Fanu. That one is going to the 7. Zecheng Dao for the 9. And LeBron James for the 0. Pat Perez for the 4. Sarah Winter for the 6. Colby Stevenson for the 9. Metallized of Chloe Kim for the 2. Blast Furnace Tiger Woods. Gonna go to the 0. That is Keith. Sabrina for the 7. And Ryan Whitney for the 6. I know Chloe Kim stuff sells pretty well. Or at least some of it does. Like our autos and mems and stuff like that. Wilman Diaz for the 4. Elliot Sloan for the 7. Sahith Thigala on the Fresh Foundation to the 4. Metallized Zach Wilson to the 5. Najee Harris gonna go to the 2 on the retro. Olivia Taylor-Dudley for the 6. And Kyle Pitts for the 8. Red Gerard for the 7. That is for the 8 of Su'o. Metalized of Jalen Green for the 1. Trey Sermon on the Fresh Foundation for the 2. Reaching for the Stars, Adley again for the 6. Second time we've seen that one. In as many boxes, I might add. Shane McCarthy for the 4 and Ansu Fati for the 7. Josh Christopher for the 1. Isaiah Todd for the 2. Riv Raff for the 9. Carlos Colmenares for the 9. Trevor Lawrence on the Arc Weld going to the 7. Anthony P. Jalen Waddle for the 9 and Naomi Osaka for the 5. Bryson DeChambeau for the 7. Josh Giddey for the 8. Fresh Foundation. Bayron Laura for the 9. Sahith Thigala gonna be for the 9. Josh Giddey gonna be numbered for the 6. My friend has a bunch of music videos with Riff Raff before he was famous. That's awesome. Macklemore used to be just one of the guys in Seattle. I know a lot of Seattle rappers. And he used to just be one of the guys. Griffey for 0 and Najee for 3. Jesse Lockwood for the 8. Vanessa Hansen for the 3. BJ Boston on the Fresh Foundation for the 8. Michael Jordan on the Blast Furnace. Gonna be numbered to the 1, going to Edgar. Did I used to thrift shop with Mac? No, I did not. I've known about Macklemore for a very long time. He was just another one of the guys with all the Seattle rappers who I'm friends with. Paige Sporanic for the 4, Nate Robinson for the 4, and Gabby Butler for the 6. Mojave King for the 1. Bree Baker for the 3 from MasterChef. Shane Wright for the 6 on the metalized. Kaminga on the Fresh Foundation going to the 0. Trey Lance going to the 6. 6 is Davis. Devonta Smith for the 5 and Seth Avett for the 9. Few packs left. See if we have one more PMG left. Or a Jambalaya or something. Teofimo Lopez for the 5. Hudson Swafford for the 1. Trey Sermon for the 3. Carlos Alosin for the... I think we do have another... Oh, we do have another PMG. We do have another PMG to 75. Mike Mencius for the 3. Trevor Lawrence for the 0. I made it happen. I manifested it. I think I manifested it. Kyle Pitts going to the 8. Heath J. 27 of 75. Going to the 7. Anthony P. 2 PMGs in this box. Pitts going to Anthony P with the 7. Again, serial number takes precedent over card number. 27 of 75 on the Pitts. PMG stands for Precious Metal Gem. Very, very popular, if not the most popular basketball insert of the 90s. Alright, we have 4 packs left. Let's see if we have anything left. Or if we just killed the box with our second PMG. Scotty Lewis for the 7. Carlos Colmenares for the 9. Naomi Osaka on the Fresh Foundation to the 5. Jalen Waddle to the 7. Intimidation Nation, Justin Fields going to the 6. And Davis. One of the better inserts. Troy Mullins to the 8, and Gene Montero to the 7. Vincent Zhu for the 2. Wayne Gretzky to the 5. Fresh Foundations of Trey Lance going to the 5 as well. Devonta Smith is going to be going to the 4. 4 is Lee. Probably run this one back next weekend, I think. Dot Richardson for the 8. Toby Miller for the 9. And Tommy Cadell for the 3. Two packs left. Jonathan Kuminga for the 9. Azara Munoz for the 8. Metalized of Adley for the 1. Fresh Foundation of Giddy going to the 8. Sabrina on the Blast Furnace going to the 4. Ali. Is it Ionescu, right? That's how you pronounce her last name? Ionescu? Moses Moody for the 9 and Tiger Woods for the 0. Final pack here of the break. Final pack here of the evening. Michael Jordan for the 1. Corey Kispert for the 6. Carlos Alosin for the 5. Devonta Smith for the 7. Franz Wagner gonna go to the 8. That is Heath. Morikawa for the 1. And we're gonna end with Jonah for the 8. Let's go ahead and take a recap of the hits. Show you some of the better stuff. Some of the stuff that I thought was good anyways. See how wrong I am on some of it. Because again, some of this is a little new to me. Or rather, a lot of it is new to me. Michael to the 1. Wagner to the 8. Ionescu to the 4. Devonta Smith to the 4. Intimidation Nation of Fields to the 6. Lance to the 6. Michael Jordan to the 1 on the Blast Furnace. Giddy on the 6. Trevor Lawrence Arkwell to the 7. Adley to the 6. Najee to the 2. Chloe Kim to the 2. Tiger Woods to the 0. Finu to the 7. Intimidation Nation of Scotty Barnes to the 3. Ken Griffey Jr. to the 1. Intimidation Nation of Jalen Waddle to the 2. BJ Boston to the 7. LeBron James to the 4. Ben Simmons, that was numbered to 2, so that goes to the 222. Shane Wright to 43, going to the 3. Adley to 1. Michael Jordan going to 1. Lopez going to 23, or 3. Wilson going to 9. Kispert going to 19. LeBron going to 0. Lance to 5. Naomi Osaka on the Arkwell to 7. Naomi Osaka to 5. Sky Brown was going to the 6. Kuminga to the 0. Kuminga again to the 9. And an auto of Molly McGrath for the 6. 2 1-touches. We had the Kyle Pitts going to the 27 of 75. That goes to the 7 spot, Anthony P. And the Trevor Lawrence metalized going to the 6 spot, 66 of 75. That is Davis S. And that is going to do it for the break, and that is going to do it for us this evening.